It's also, I think it also depends on the audience. You know, if you're talking about a seed round versus an established venture capital, all the investors want to know, when can I exit? Because they're in there for the money, and where you might be in there for the passion. So, but I agree with you. I mean, I don't like to say, hey, we're going to get out of here in 3 years.
That's sort of I think a lot of the misconception, and it's just maybe because, this is very much sort of VC, some institutional angels, but very much the VCs, they're not looking necessarily for a quick flip exit.
Yeah.
Their horizons really are, 5 to 10 years.
Right.
I mean, if you look at all of the unicorns now, they're not, young companies.
So this is where the payback, I think I'm compatible with what you're saying, the payback of slowing down and really demonstrating this, maybe profound is too strong a word, but extremely insightful understanding of how having this kind of help making a video transforms people and has a really huge horizon and bubble that just keeps getting bigger and bigger because it eventually encapsulates the whole earth. I mean, we're just going to move into a video literacy, where a resume is going to be like, the resume too, who needs that? Let's watch the video.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. So we need to hear that, and we need to know that you have that vision that's so big and that what you've created so far is sort of leveraged ahead of the crowd and will continue to be so because of Secret Sauce.
Incredible.
And then you have great ongoing conversations.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks very much. Cool. Okay, there's an open slot in the slicer dicer. We have more than 15 minutes, which means we roll this. We could get 5 more folks up here.
Let's hear Eugene. I understand you made an impression, so let's hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Come in.
Oh.
You can only go downhill
I
from
just
here.
did this exercise. I don't have a page.
Would you like to try it out?
Of course.
So where do you stand, and will you be raising money in the next 6 months or a year?
No. Unlikely.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
So you came here because just trying to get a jump on it.
For the Chinese food, of
The
course.
Chinese food. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
How about we
Just education.
Cool. How about
Just
for a change,
exploring.
we run it from the sheet? You think you can deliver this material, maybe a little fluffed up? Would you like to try that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jenny was impressed. Timer ready?
You betcha.
Okay, if it goes short, we're not complaining.
Okay.
So Eugene, please, we'd like to hear about what you're working on, your enterprise.
Because there is too much information, I created a text summarizer for potential buyers to get a short, digestible summary so they can have a quick idea about any product. So,
Yeah.
for example, if you want to buy something,
That was a nice overview. Did you notice how it generated an overview? Go ahead. So for example, they wanted to buy something.
you want to buy something you don't have an idea about, for example, rollerblades, and you see that there are probably 40 brands and 500 different models. You don't know what matters for you, for what different characteristics. And you know that there are thousands of user reviews in the internet somewhere. You obviously don't have time to read them and understand. You don't have credibility of each review. And this service will allow just create a short summary of basic characteristics, and maybe you will choose what matters for you, what is your level, etc. And you will have an idea about what you need, and it will help you to make your choice much easier.
Cool, cool. Like that. Thank you. Can we talk then? Yeah. So first comment I have is that so I really identify with the shopping drama, especially something rollerblades, which I'm not familiar with, and there are so many choices, and the reviews, which is where go to Amazon, right? See if there's a good batch of reviews there. And then you left money on the table emotionally. So I'm not sure if it's an investor pitch or customer pitch. I guess it doesn't really matter. So what if it takes me 2 years to buy rollerblades? So what if I'm excited about rollerblading but I'm so put off by shopping that I never do it? Well, my health deteriorates. I have a lot less, probably my possibility of meeting a girlfriend goes down. I'm less vigorous in life, maybe maybe mental. Basically, it sucks that all of these life-enhancing products are so damn hard to shop for. So you have a chance there when you're saying, it's frustrating, it's hard, you obviously won't have time to do it. And that's really too bad because rollerblading is a great sport. You could, liven up your life, meet friends, have fun. So my suggestion is for everyone, consider, if it works, take it to the actual human level of something that we really have an emotion about. Because information overload is, whatever. Click next, click your back button. But stuff we really care about, and who has had sort of unsatisfied desires to go try something new? Take up a new hobby or buy something new or take a trip, and just the hassle of figuring it out is stalling you. Boy, that's not very life enhancing. So you can go for more emotion, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying it for all of us. Other comments for him? For Eugene?
I'd like to see more passion.
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty visual guy, and the visuals that I kind of had in my head was that this is like almost like the Netflix of buying products. What I mean by that is it's Friday night, you have some popcorn, you have your girlfriend next to you want to watch a movie, right? And you don't know what to watch. And Netflix almost shows you that, hey, do you like dark comedies? Do you like, kung fu movies? Do you like stuff like that? So you click, and suddenly you come across something that you hadn't even thought about, right? So that's kind of the image that popped into
It's a
my head.
little bit similar, yeah. It's some assisted shopping, thematic,
Yeah.
except Netflix, you're always just looking for entertainment or amusement. You're just going to be sitting in your chair. His scope is bigger. There was a mismatch. So there was a big mismatch in what you presented, which is you referred to the reviews, which I think most of us are like, yeah, reviews. That's probably, that's the prime way that we're going to sort out which product is right for us. But then he went and said it's just going to give a statistical sort of summary of the information. I want the reviews figured out. What do you think?
What I'm hearing though is that I don't know anything about water, and your system's going to teach me how to evaluate what water is best for this person, right? Is that what I'm kind of hearing? So the rollerblades are going to teach me about rollerblades.
Yes.
Right? So
Why people prefer one rollerblades over another, for example, or different.
I was left with something a little different, which was you're going to teach me how to evaluate a product in a class. The reason that was appealing to me is because if I'm going to go buy something that I have no domain expertise or no domain knowledge about, reading reviews won't tell me how to figure out which one's best for me. It'll just tell me that person's opinion about it. That's kind of what I thought you were presenting.
Well, you might find some newbie posts of people like you,
Maybe.
and the answers to those could be informative.
But then I got to go,
So
go
maybe
across
what
the
you're
internet.
There could be
building-
expert reviews where people
Maybe-
focus on
So,
particular characteristics.
in order to expedite and plus we want to get another practice round, may we suggest, Ed, would you go along with the suggestion that look in specific categories of information overload where you think your algorithm or your system could have the highest impact and really pursue one or two of those areas? Because if you go all of shopping, you're going against Amazon and Google and everybody.
You got to
So
pick a
I would
niche.
say,
Yeah.
I'm building a personal shopping assistant.
You could go that way.
Building a personal your own personal shopping assistant.
Yeah, can she live in my phone, please?
I will put
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. First shopping assistants, but within a niche,
Yeah.
sporting equipment or something like that.
Well done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to pitch impromptu.
Timer?
Who are you pitching? You're pitching
Sure, I'm
investors?
pitching. I'm
First-
pitching customers.
But
Customers?
first, you need to read your fortune cookie,
Oh,
right? I
she's the
haven't
big boss.
forgotten.
What can I say?
Haven't forgotten.
Gotta read my fortune cookie. Dear me. This is not up there. Okay. In pink, it says, "You will do well to expand your horizons."
There you go,
Can't
now
argue with
pitch
that.
is
Can't argue
starting.
with
That's important.
Now your personal pitch, Troy.
So we've heard Dave talk about the limitations of Google Maps, and I sympathize with that. In fact, I have a relationship with a map lady that's so one-sided. She helps me. I thank her. I acknowledge her. I ask her for additional information. She's totally cold, extremely unsatisfied. So what I think we would all like, and what I believe we can develop if I work with Dave and his technology, we can develop a map lady who's more of a companion, like a shopping companion, like a shopping assistant. But she learns, the common routes and places we go. But she also learns, oh, we may want to stop for coffee along the way. She also learns that we like to listen to a particular kind of music, and she's smart enough to mute the music if there's a traffic advisory coming out. Because currently she ignores the rest of my day and the rest of my needs. If I turn up the radio to listen to music or the news, I can't hear what she's saying. If I turn it down, then I have all this long silence where I don't even know if she's still there. It's like, are you still with me? Are you still tracking me? It says nothing. So the solution I'm proposing is that a map lady becomes your companion. Or it could be the map guy. I want to be sexist here. And I think, frankly, all of this will take care of itself because people will love it. It'll be like the second coming of the iPhone. There's my pitch. What do you think? Anybody else want a map companion?
A guide?
Understands what you're doing overall through the whole day because the information's there. No one's putting it together.
Steve?
Okay, enough nonsense. Who wants to practice? Jenny, come on up here.
Yes.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
You want to just roll?
No, you can interview me.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
I'm brand new and we are not
Yeah.
even to the point of getting seed money yet.
So this is good because this is kind of, it gives a flavor of a conversational pitch too, where you're getting permission. So I understand you're at a startup. You have a lot of history with software, you were telling me.
I do.
Developing
I've
code.
been in various software companies from Amazon to EMC as pretty much everything from a developer
Mm-hmm.
through support. And I've always wanted to have my own business and be
Yeah.
an entrepreneur.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can leave that part out because most people don't care
Okay.
about what you've always wanted. It's sweet. But you're building something that people, a commercial product, I guess.
I am building
What's
a
the
commercial
problem though?
product.
We have so much software and apps. What's the problem?
It's a problem that's kind of near and dear to me. I'm a mom. I don't know how many of you are parents, but one of the things that I had discovered is I didn't really have a place that I felt comfortable putting together my family's stories and things that I wanted to share and talk about amongst the people that I'm closest to. So one of the things that we did was put together.
So, have the conversation with me.
Okay, so we put a product together to where you could have start sharing your family's stories when the babies are
Mhm.
there, and as the kids get older, they start working with you and putting in their own stories. And your stories are visible to both family and friends. You could reminisce with each other, and you can do this in audio
Cool.
and video
Okay.
and text, as well as lots of photos.
Very nice, very listenable, very likable person. So what struck me, however, so I'm the skeptic, right? I have a few other skeptics. So I'm really involved with raising my children, and there's a lot to do all the time, and I'm driving them all over, and they're having shopping trips and play dates and doctor visits and school events and all this stuff. My mind is completely saturated. What's the problem with recording stories again?
You want
How is that hurting? What am I missing?
What you are missing is that you're living it, which is great, but you don't have the legacy there to share with other family members later
Okay,
on.
good. Tom, is it Tom?
Yeah.
Talk to Tom about legacy.
Okay. You're living your life, but you aren't recording your life in a way you can go back and look at and share with family members or friends that you might not even have now.
And if you don't do this,
And
if you
if-
don't have a legacy, what will it be like?
And
Tell him.
if you don't have a legacy,
And this could be pitched to
Yeah.
moms, probably more, but go ahead.
all that wisdom disappears with you.
Do you feel that passion?
Yes.
That's nice. We got some. We're good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Is there more you'd like to add?
Not yet.
That was really great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Wow. I think this could resonate with moms, and you could do a small group with some moms at different kinds of settings, and they would light up. I think because we guys, maybe we're just not in it in the same way that moms are.
You know, what fascinates me about this was, yesterday I was at Costco and I happened to see it's parents with a newborn child, and they were all like holding the baby, and you can see the beaming of joy about this little child.
Mhm.
And next to them come up, they start having conversation with a stranger in the store. And the person said, enjoy, they have a bunch of kids, enjoy these early days because they flew by so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So exactly to your point. So I think but I absolutely love your idea because I think we're all struggling to remember these key moments in our lives and be able to capture and remember them in something where, as you said, we're running around 400 miles per hour, and then 18 years later, they've graduated from high school, and you go, wait, what?
What the heck happened?
What
Yeah.
happened?
So I would say for you, you're building Lifograph for families.
Woo.
Ooh.
We may hope that Lifograph becomes like the Kleenex, the Xerox of copy. That'd be awesome. So notice, quick side here, the heart of this really short pitch is this, but almost more this. You know, we need it feeling something in the gut, and then we need to have a sense of hope. Oh, that would be really great if we can get it. The rest of it, we're willing to defer. We don't need to hear it right away. So you guys had comments?
So one thing that initially stuck in my head is that don't already have like Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff for this. But then as you kind of build the story on it, what I realized is that what you are actually selling is continuity, right? When Facebook and Instagram is all very transactional, and you do this and it's buried like deep inside, like the old garage, photos. But you're actually helping build continuous, like a legacy, right? You're building a legacy. So I really get that. So thank you for that.
Yeah. So notice
you.
by the word legacy, he built that up on himself. He didn't actually say that.
That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Legacy is a good word.
One of the things which I think is a huge differentiation point for you is the fact that you allow children to participate. You can't find children on Facebook necessarily or on Instagram, right? But you have a close-knit private space where you can allow children to participate in building their own legacy.
And you can mention this thing really. Facebook doesn't do this. Instagram doesn't do this. No online service can do this in the way that we can because we bring it together. That's where your gestures will really work, right,
Okay.
at that point. But keep your gestures out there. Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, and I think